Changes for Sobriety by JJay Cooper. All I cared about was doing drugs. I didn't care about who or what I was hurting, just to fulfill my addiction. When my mom would need money the most, I would steal it straight in front of her face. When I thought about doing something, I wanted to be high while doing whatever it is, from playing sports to going to school, even right before I ate a meal. And what I did the most was smoke marijuana first thing in the morning. It's mostly known as wake and bake. I glamorized these so-called drugs such as marijuana, pills, cigarettes, even alcohol, when it really isn't all that, because they had messed my life up severely. It all started when I moved from Tennessee to Berrien Springs, Michigan in 2009, almost 5 years ago. When my older brother Jeff, who was 12, and my cousin Cody, who was my age at the time, which was 11, introduced me into drinking and smoking cigarettes at my family reunion on September 9th through 12th, which was a camping trip. We went around stealing everybody's alcohol out of their coolers, and I got drunk and got a hangover for the first time in my life. My cousin was the worst influence, because he introduced my older brother into doing it at the family reunion also. A month goes by after that, and the same cousin introduces Jeff into smoking marijuana for his first time. A few weeks later, my mom gave me some money to go buy a toy with a $20 bill. My brother Jeff and my cousin Cody didn't have any money, so they came to me. So meanwhile, they were both pretty much begging me to buy marijuana and smoke it. I eventually gave in after a while and said, "What the heck, let's go." We went and picked it up and I got really high, but what could I say, it was my first time. Thanksgiving weekend came, and by then I wished to become an everyday pothead. So I ate my first batch of ganja brownies. I couldn't help myself after that. I got what I wished for, becoming an everyday stoner, that is. But now I know what the phrase, "be careful what you wish for," means now. 4 years passed, and I'm still smoking weed every day. I kinda got bummed out on smoking after doing it so long, so I started smoking more and more each smoke session, until one day I got arrested. They put me in JJC, also known as Juvenile Justice Center, for a while. Anyhow, DCS, Department of Child Services, sent me to a rehabilitation center. I got there and I was so stressed out. I was taken away from my loved ones, including my bad habits, so I was sad. Sorta depressed, and I needed help, but I didn't see that in myself at the time. Obviously, DCS did. My life has always been like a domino effect, though. Something bad happens, but then after that, something worse. It's just my luck. I'm going to continue to stay clean and sober no matter what, because I promise everyone that I love, such as my family and most of myself, that I'm not going back to my old ways. I'm in the process now of showing my family that drugs mean nothing to me, and that family is everything. But I am changed now because I went from using every day to not using at all. Because I went to rehab, and it really did turn me into somebody different, somebody that sees reality for what it is. It changed the way I act, the way I think, and especially the way I view the world. What made me want to change is that when I was in the rehabilitation center sitting in drug classes, each and every day went by, and I started thinking and contemplating, how did I get in the predicament I was in? I couldn't blame anybody but myself for making the choices to drink and smoke weed. Everyone has a choice, and mine wasn't the smartest, and it was very close to being the dumbest. Now I'm working on the next chapter of my new life. From this point on, I need to make the right choices, pick the right group of friends this time, and do everything I can for my future, my friends, and especially my family. I'm now a changed person, now probably 6 months sober, and that's my changes for sobriety.